Point the glove a little bit. Good. Point your glove. Good. Now as you come down, go ahead. As you come down, keep that tight so that the ball's coming off the fingertips this way versus this way. Okay? Point your glove. Get your glove up. The glove up on this drill will help keep the front shoulder in and allow her to stay on that power line. Okay? Good job. And what we're looking for in this drill is a lot of spin. That the ball is coming off of her fingertips with good spin, and her catcher is down, so we don't want to have it thrown over her catcher's head. We want a good line on release. Nice and easy, off the fingertips. Good. So if it goes up, it's generally because those fingers have come under the ball. We want to keep them behind the ball. This is one of the hardest concepts on the release to get. So as you start here, start right in here, okay? But I don't want you to go to there and then flip. I want you to keep that tight and release there. Nice, good. Off the fingertips. When we talk about a release, we don't necessarily talk about a release point, okay? For young pitchers, I try to say, release it at 6 o'clock, down at 6 o'clock. Let the ball go out of your fingers at 6 o'clock, or between their toes, okay? When we give them a visual of a release point, they generally stop their hand. So we wanted to let the ball go between our toes and follow through so that our hand, our palm faces us. Just got a little underneath. Lead with that wrist, lead with the wrist. Nice, good. Okay, let's switch. Joanna, let's have you come in. Okay, again, point your glove. Good, and you're going to start just right in here, just so you're getting it off the fingertips. Good, that's it. We want a straight line. We're not concerned it gets all the way there. Good. Keep that back hip in a little bit. Turn your toe in a little bit more. There you go. There, good, good. Now as you come through, okay, have a little more lead in here and then let it come off the fingertips. If you get here and stop, it's going to curl up, okay? Kind of snap it out. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. This should be a very controlled movement so they get the feeling of how the ball comes off their fingertips and that they can self-correct if it goes high, if their fingers are going too much under the ball before they release it. We want to keep those fingers behind and on top of the ball. Good. And notice her target is between her toes. If you have a young pitcher that sometimes will release it too early, oftentimes they'll stop their hand and they'll let it go right at their backside here because they think release at the hip, release at the hip. Teach them to throw through their front toe. That gets them to go through that front toe and stay on a good line. We want our toes are on the line. We want our release to be on a line. So when we go through this drill, we also want to be mindful of the spacing that she has with her wrist and her hip. So we want to make sure that this hand is staying nicely on a line along with where her toes are lined up, and that her hand is not getting too far away from her body, which she'll lose control and lose velocity.